Hi, and welcome to VIOOH's monthly partnership spotlight series, where we talk to one of our DSP partners to find out what's been happening in their world of programmatic digital out of home. I'm Layla, and I work on the DSP partnerships for EMEA at VIOOH. And in today's spotlight interview, I'm going to be speaking with Ed Mullins, who is a director of inventory and partnerships at StackAdapt. Hi, Ed. Welcome to our spotlight.
Hey Layla, how are you?
Good. Can you tell us about your about StackAdapt and your role there?
Yeah, sure. So, really, the easiest way to understand what we do is to describe StackAdapt as an omnichannel DSP. So, originally founded in Canada, we now have offices all around the globe with regional HQs in Canada, Singapore, and the UK. And that's really where I come in. So, my role at StackAdapt is in the partnerships team, where I lead up our inventory and partnerships efforts here in EMEA. So, as a team, we cover a couple of different areas, but primarily we're focusing on the relationships that we have with our data partners to make sure that some of our clients have access to accurate and relevant data segments, as well as the exchange and publisher partnerships, which would include the work that we're doing to help our expansion into emerging channels like CTV and digital out of home.
That's great. I think what's also a key takeout from there is data, because data is the foundation of out of home. So the fact that you have such strong partnerships is really, really powerful for offering this channel now. Can you tell us about the platform that you have at StackAdapt and how brands can benefit from it?
Yeah, so at the heart, we're a self-serve programmatic platform used by hundreds of brands now and agencies around the world. So we provide media buyers with an easy way to plan and execute and then drive the performance across all of the different devices, inventory, and the channels that we can now offer programmatically. Our technology is really at the core of that success. So the platform's really easy to set up with the focus on automation and proprietary targeting, which enables clients to get up and running with successful campaigns really quickly. So that client-centric approach to supporting our clients means that we can really obsess over that success with the platform built around delivering outcomes for them. And instead of just handing them a tool and kind of hoping that they succeed, we enable them from start to end, from strategy to business insights and even creative support, with pretty much from our side, whatever help we can give, and then strive to build a true partnership with our clients rather than kind of just offloading them with a piece of software and then letting them run.
Yeah, I think one of the key focuses for our partnership is making sure that your buyers have a good buyer journey across all of those channels, so including out of home. So that's definitely a focus for building our relationship and working on your integration. How does including programmatic digital out of home in a cross-channel campaign help brands, do you think?
Yeah, so I think as a platform, we really look to enable our clients to reach as wide a section of their audiences as possible. And digital out of home really fits well into that and helps us expand that addressable footprint. So traditionally, I think out of home's historically not really allowed marketers to buy and then easily track their ad space. So with that programmatic digital out of home now as a scalable solution, it allows advertisers to purchase ad spaces that are relevant to their audiences and then reap the rewards that programmatic offers. So that might be using dynamic creatives that can easily be changed or KPIs that can be optimized towards mid-flight. With digital out of home being added to our channel offering, we've enabled advertisers that kind of ability to access a programmatic platform that allows them to reach their audience at each point in that consumer journey. And digital out of home was really the last link for us in that chain. So providing the opportunity to reach a user that's out of home and in an environment where they can actually make a physical purchase is something that we've been really striving towards.
That's great. I think that's a good segue into my next question, which is how much of a priority is programmatic out of home for StackAdapt for the next year? We can obviously see a lot of progress so far.
Yeah, so I mean, it's going to be a huge focus for us as a business globally. So as we're expanding into more and more markets, we've seen more and more clients looking to utilize our services across all of the different channels that they want to access. And digital out of home has been really well received from a number of advertisers since we initially launched. So our platform, as I said, has kind of been built to deliver those outcomes for clients. And this is a really good time for us to get into digital out of home and partner with you guys at VIOOH as programmatic digital out of home becomes more addressable and has more data points that begin to look at how we can drive performance for the clients from the top to the bottom of the funnel.
Yeah, that's great. And I think also tying in measurement and things like that will help it grow so much more over the next year too. And can you tell us more about how digital out of home benefits multi-market activity, seeing as you are multi-market, and what it can do for brands?
Yeah, I think in particular benefits from the possibilities that programmatic offers when you start to take into account all of the different planning requirements for multiple different media owners. So those challenges, I think, become more apparent when we start to talk about multi-market activity as well. So being able to plan campaigns centrally across a number of different countries and then tie all of those media owner relationships into one platform is a really great example of the efficiency that activating through digital out of home with a DSP offers. And beyond, I guess, just that ease of transaction, we're able to utilize the flexibility and that programmatic actually offers in, and I guess what's considered a traditional environment. So this enables clients to really embrace that test and learn approach, which can help optimize, I guess, campaigns based on performance or any of those relevant data triggers at an individual campaign level. So moving budgets between markets or creatives that perform most effectively can actually be achieved.
Yeah, definitely. That's definitely the advancement of digital out of home as it's coming into the programmatic space around that flexibility and being part of that omnichannel buy, which is great. Can you tell us more about how clients are starting to include digital out of home in their omnichannel strategies?
Yeah, so I think we've seen that including digital out of home can really offer some great additional benefits for clients when they're looking to run omnichannel campaigns. So firstly, I think I kind of mentioned it before, but agency teams get that single view of their entire activation. So takes out all of the frustration that comes with having to use multiple platforms to activate your campaigns. And with digital out of home, I think this is really exciting because we're able to consolidate all of that partner activity into the one buying platform and then utilize all of the data that we can consolidate in a mid-flight or post-campaign fashion. And I think that mobile, we know, works really well in tandem with out of home, as it gives that capability to capture an online measurement point with offline out of home screens. So the ability to measure can also influence decision making at a performance level, especially when talking about kind of turning channels on or turning channels off. So something that's really important to making these campaigns successful is understanding that media mix. And when we're looking at audience segmentation, to make sure that each brand understands where each channel most effectively performs, it's, I guess, really great to be able to drive that precision at scale with digital out of home and then use other channels for the individual precision and drive those results or outcomes for the campaign with better suited channels.
Yeah, I think as well, ensuring that we're always talking about targeting the right audiences at the right time in the right places, and having that omnichannel strategy across mobile, CTV, and out of home can help you target audiences when they're in a different mindset. So in each of those environments, when they're viewing creatives in those different places, they're in a completely different mindset. So they're going to engage with the creative in a different way. Can you tell us more about, from a StackAdapt point of view, how adding digital out of home alongside CTV can help brands?
Yeah, so I think that, well, digital out of home and CTV, they really offer a great opportunity to deliver messaging to consumers. And I think it's really interesting to understand that, kind of similar to what you were just saying, that what works today might not be the same for the same product or the same audience or the same campaign in a week or a year from now. So both will often play a really specific role in a campaign. And I think often that's as the first touch point for a user in that journey. And then using other channels to reinforce and converting those audiences lower down the funnel. But there's never going to be a one-size-fits-all campaign or approach for brands with any multi-channel activity. And I think that's really where, from our side, we can offer the most value in helping brands navigate the different channel limitations.
Mm-hmm. That's really great, because then it's not just saying run in this channel because it's an emerging channel. You're actually giving the evidence behind why it's going to work well for them, which is a really, really great selling point. What projects are you most excited about working with VIOOH on?
Yeah, so I think that there's some really exciting opportunities for us as we start to expand into more and more markets with VIOOH. And I think we're really excited to see the growth of digital out of home as a channel as a whole, and as more traditional boards become available programmatically and are open to media buying, there's a really massive scope to reach audiences in quite a unique way. So I think from our side, working with VIOOH to help us execute these multi-channel and multi-market campaigns in the future is just going to be a really exciting proposition.
Yeah, it's an ever-evolving channel, and definitely seeing new things and new possibilities every day, which is great.
Yeah.
And we obviously are looking forward to working with you in the year ahead. Thank you very much for your time, Ed. And
Yeah, no problem. It's been great. Thanks for having me.
that's it from our partnership spotlight for this month.